got to be proud of your girl doing this today.
Absolutely, man. I haven't seen her yet. Where is she? Is she down there? Oh, at the very end. Got to wait the whole time.
Save the best for last.
There you go. There you go. For me.
I got to ask you, how's your acting career coming along?
My acting career? I don't know, man. There's some stuff I'm working on right now, but I mean, it's like being a rock and roll musician is kind of the biggest thing in my life. But there's something that we're working on right now that I can't really talk about yet, but involves film and music, and it's kind of a role in a thing. So yeah, I gave away too much already.
Yeah, talk about your solo stuff. How did you get into that? Where did that come from?
You know, I've always really been into different types of music, and when I was a kid, I listened to a lot of like new wave stuff, Depeche Mode, the later stuff that the Damned did, Sisters of Mercy, that kind of stuff. So to me, it was kind of a natural extension to want to do something more in that vein at some point in my life or my career. It just never felt like the appropriate time. We had some time off after Wretched and Divine, and I just started writing songs. I didn't really intend on releasing them as a solo project or a side project. It just kind of came together. So we're looking to maybe make a record for it next year. You know, there's nothing that's hurried up with it, but people have really responded to it well, so I think I'm going to probably do a whole album of it.
I was going to say, the
Yeah.
album responded tremendously.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: has this affected? How do the guys in BDB feel about it?
They love it. Actually, the first thing when I got to the studio the day the video came out, Jake and Cece were both like, "Whoa, dude, it's awesome!" Like they watched it at home before they even came in because we're making a new Black Veil record. So it was kind of fun for me. I knew that because we have a really good relationship in the band, so I wasn't worried about it. And they know that I always focus on the band and that I always deliver what I need to. So.
With the new Black Veil record, actually, I read that you guys are making it sort of like a follow-up to Wretched. How is that sort of going? Do you still consider it that?
It's not really. It's a follow-up, literally, to Wretched and Divine, but it's not. I mean, it's not really a concept album. We kind of strip things down a little bit more. The goal, especially with going, Bob Rock's producing it and going with somebody like that, is to try to make something that's a very heavy, classic rock and roll record, and I think that's what we've achieved. So, there isn't quite as much theatricality to it, but I think there's still definitely the message and the vibe.
Is there one song out of the new batch that you're most proud of?
No, it's very hard. As Bob keeps saying, there's no turkeys on the record, so not one that we're not happy with.
Does he kill the bad turkeys, or how does he? What's the
No,
interplay
well,
like?
I think that we were able to whittle it down kind of together. There was a general consensus. We had about 25 songs going in. We whittled it down to the top 12, and those are, to me, they're some of the best songs we've ever done. So I'm really proud of it.
So let me ask you this: on tour, has anything jumped out at you? This is a logical opener, logical closer, logical middle of the set kind of song.
I think that there's definitely always the conversation where you go, this is the song to open the set, or this is the song, So it's still kind of early days, though, October 28th, though, it comes out, so I guess I got to get that stuff together.
And talk about the awards, finally getting some recognition here.
It's amazing because, I grew up reading AP, and I know everybody will say that, and that's what's amazing. It's like to go down this carpet, I'm sure everybody said, I read this magazine as a kid, and so to have the opportunity to be part of the generation of musicians that get to be in the first ever AP award show, it's a really great honor. It's something that nobody else has gotten to say before in their life, and nobody else will get to say. We're all here for the first time, and that's really exciting, and I hope it continues every single year.
Yeah, and I also, one last question. There seems to be a split in alternative where there's and there's the alternative charts, which is totally almost different set of bands, really.
Sure.
What is your thought from a music fan or somebody who's
Bands here are good, and the ones on the alternative charts aren't. Until the bands here are on the alternative charts. There you go. No, I generally don't consider like the alternative rock charts anymore to be much rock. We went through the whole folk phase, and I understood it, and I like some of it, but I'd love to see this kind of music be seen a little bit more openly by the public, and I think it has. You're looking at bands like Sleeping with Sirens and Pierce the Veil and many others that have done so well. We're very fortunate to have done as well as we have. Falling in Reverse, those kind of bands. So I think we're right on the precipice of knocking the door down.
And I gotta ask, as a fellow Batman fan, what do you think about the whole Brad Pitt and Batman versus Superman thing that's happening?
The Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I think Brad Pitt would be a worse choice. I like Affleck, man. We'll see. We're talking about the insurance, right? No, I like Ben Affleck. I think anytime that the Batman fans put so much angst towards somebody, they tend to do like an awesome job. Remember Brokeback Batman, the whole Heath Ledger thing? And I think we all can agree that he kicked ass. So he's got a chip on his shoulder, man. He'll do it.
And any new projects with Ronnie?
Well, he's Falling in Reverse is playing with us on the Halloween gigs, and there might be some more stuff coming out around the tour and everything. So who knows? You know, he's the kind of dude I'd always love to work with.
Quick idea, you know the routine just ended and you're watching Artisan News.
Yep. Hello, it's Andy Biersack, and you're watching Artisan News. I said that like super cartoony. That's all right. Keep it. Still watch the thing though.
Dude, it's a pleasure, man.
Always.
The last time we interviewed you, I never heard you, went home, and now I'm a huge fan.
Oh, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it.
Thank you.